Now I'm going to show you how to create an interval note that has the critical statement in it because it wasn't placed the first time and the kid should have been billed critical. Okay, so here we have a baby um, who was admitted on the 5th of June, and when I was reviewing the chart, there was nothing here in the respiratory distress section, but the kid was in respiratory distress. Okay, let's just assume that he was in respiratory distress. And the ESB that I submitted was a 99479 for feeding problems, but the kid either later in the day became more critical or was critical at that time. He just missed putting in the respiratory information. And you can also see the note isn't printed, but I'm not going to go into that because then we'd have to unlock the encounter. I don't want to do that right now. But what I want to do is show you how to put in a critical statement once you have a locked encounter. And that's all you need to do. And you have to change the billing to being critical. But let's go through this. How do you do it? You make a custom encounter. Okay, the dreaded custom encounter is here, and we're making it 465. Okay, and we're making it for 12, whatever. This is 12:29 p.m. So I'll make it 1 p.m. All right. So here we are at 1 p.m. and I can put in requiring oh, here's the problem. I am in a locked encounter. I can't change it. I have to go back to the encounter I just created. Okay. And okay, so we go up here, and this is going to be an addendum, so I'm going to make it an interval note. And I'm going to go to problems. I'm going to go to respiratory distress. I'm going to quickly go through. I'm just going to quickly put in something so it'll be in the note. Okay, he's on 40%. He's on CPAP. It's nasal CPAP. We started it on today, so it'll be the 5th. Okay, and I'm sorry, that was pressure 5. We started it on the 5th, and we have to save this. And because we stopped the ventilator, we're going to have to stop that today. Okay, we're going to stop it on the 5th. Save, close, and we have to add this over here. Okay, this is all gone through in the respiratory section. I did this so the note would have it there. So here we are in respiratory distress. Okay, child acquired XYZ, and is, and then you go here, and there is a, and then you go back here, you put in the critical statement, or probability. Okay, if it's being written on a different date, you can do a statement here saying that this is being written on, let's say, today, which is the 18th of June, and to reflect that there was a high probability of clinical deterioration, I'm going to put a diagnosis in here for the 5th, and he's going to have respiratory distress, R. Okay. And then I put in my XYZ down here. Okay. Let's go back to here. I go to my documents. I'm going to go to interval note. And what I want in this interval note is basically the fact that I am on CPAP, and that I have a child that has a high probability. Okay, and I could have put something in here in the S&O. Remember, the S&O is just a carry-on. It's not the here and now. The A and the P is the assessment and the plan is. Okay, so you have to print this. If, let's say, this was done on a different day, and you're just putting in that's the critical statement, what you can do, and everything else in the note is perfectly fine, you just don't have the critical statement and you don't have the respiratory support in there, you can take out all these everything that was in the previous note that should have been printed, and just have all this. Okay, and realize that even though it's for a June 5th encounter, and it says June 5th encounter, it is printed on the 17th. So it is transparent, and in that case I would put in this is an addendum, etc., that was written on the 17th to reflect that the child had a high probability of life-threatening clinical deterioration. So this is how to put in a critical statement on a baby whose encounter is already locked, and it's very easy to do, and it's one of the things that I have to ask people to do because sometimes they forget, which is okay. I mean, that's why I'm here. All right. I hope this has been helpful.